Hello, Jeff here with Spoon River Outdoors. Hey, I want to make a quick little video today and just kind of run over some of the different commonly used traps that you might come across, just to familiarize yourself with some of them. This one we'll start with, and it's just a dog-proof raccoon trap. Purpose of it is for catching coons. It's a hollow cylinder. It's got an external spring on it. You can set that dog to the trigger. There's a trigger on the inside here. Raccoon, you put your dry food in there. The raccoons will dig for that food. Make sure you get some food underneath of that trigger. When they go for that, they'll pull it up. That'll release this trigger. And then what happens is that jaw will grab their arm and it'll keep them in there. These things are really cool if you've got domestic dogs and you don't want to put a coil spring type trap out and take a chance of catching one. These work great for that. Next trap we're going to go to is a long spring trap. This one happens to be a double long spring. It's got a spring on either side. If it's only got one, it's just called a long spring. You simply depress these down, spread the jaws out, and it's got the dog and the pan trigger. Set it like you would a coil spring trap. I'll grab one of those. These things too, I mean, they come in all the sizes, depending on what all different sizes, depending on what your target animal is. For those coil spring traps, this is a smaller one, I would say, for raccoon, possum, skunk, animals like that. You can get larger ones. Some of the more medium-sized ones go for fox, coyote, bobcat. This is an MB 550, I believe it is. One of the nice things about this one, let me set it here and I'll show you right quick. When you set these traps, the idea is to get this pan level. You want it level so that it's just more concealed, easy to hide in the ground. A lot of the lesser expensive traps have not got a night latch feature on them. It is kind of nice because you can set that pan by sound, not as much by sight. You'll be able to hear when this thing's ready as I lower this pan down. You hear that click? What that click is, on the end of that dog, there's a little file piece. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see it at the very end. And when it sits in that pan and that pan moves down, it'll click on that, and that tells you that it's ready, and it'll be sitting pretty flat and level. It's a nice feature to have. They've also got the body grip traps. This is one of the smaller ones that they make. I believe it's a 110. These are fairly easy to set, especially by hand. You get into the bigger units and you're going to need some setters or a rope or a lot of strength. You can set this size on land. You need to check with all your local rules and regulations to find out which ones can and can't be set on the land, or which ones have to be in the water, or how submerged they have to be. I know that varies from state to state. You get into some of the bigger ones like the 330. You can't set these on land, guys, because you'll take out somebody's dog if they get in there, and it's going to be a pretty brutal death if that happens. You don't want that. They make this nice little safety tool for these body grip traps. Cool thing about them is while you're brushing it in and getting it set, you can just clip this right onto your body grip trap, and then that way if your dog would happen to come off, you're still safe. It does not go off. And that's nice. You're going to save yourself some pain that way. That's a quick little rundown on some of the more commonly used traps. I would encourage you guys, I don't know how it goes from state to state, but I know here in my state, a lot of places that sell the hunting and fishing license and the traps that I buy mine at, they've got these books, and it's the hunting and fishing regulations, or I'm sorry, the hunting and trapping regulations for the years. There's a 3, 4, 5 page section in here that's strictly about the trapping, and it'll tell you what traps by size that you can and cannot have on the ground and which ones you can and cannot have in the water. And if they are regulated by water only, it'll tell you how submerged it's got to be, and that's going to vary by state to state. So check your local regulations and just make sure you're doing the right thing. Thanks for watching, guys.